stocky figures bundled in cold weather garb. They have snowshoes slung over their backs and ice picks fastened to their belts. Two of them have thick beards. The third holds up a gloved hand and says through a thick wool scarf in a raspy voice, "Well met. I'm Hruna. And these are my friends Korux and Stone. We need your help. You look capable." Um, yes. Specifically goblins. Um, we're the survivors of a group of dwarves tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shander. Yeti surprised us and killed members of our group. The rest of us fled. Oops, sorry, goblins was a spoiler. The rest of us fled as Uruk got torn limb from limb. Now we need someone to go back and get the sled for us. As payment, we offer each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces, and the friendship of the dwarves of Icewind Dale, which can be a boon in such harsh times. You'll need snowshoes to make the trip in good time.
Yes, we do this. And are we fighting yetis or goblins?
Well, last we saw it, there was a yeti.
I'm all in.
So large furry creatures, not small furry creatures.
Okay. Um,
So will snowshoes increase our travel speed overall? Like I know that we were having issues with travel speed previously, and we chose to try out dog sleds and stuff, and there's a whole mechanic around that. But would snowshoes increase our?
snowshoes help if you're traveling off the beaten track, right? So if you're traveling across the wilderness, then you may need snowshoes depending on the weather conditions in that area. You guys haven't needed a lot of snowshoes so far because if you remember the one town I described as there's a constant wind blowing through it. And so that part of the map is sort of the snow doesn't ever get super, super deep unless it gets packed down into ice.
What are
But
what are we gathering again?
they are asking you to get a sled of
Ingots.
iron ingots.
Are we playing Valheim? Because this sounds a lot like Valheim.
Yep.
Yes,
It's
make sure
far
you
away from
upgrade
the
your
town.
finewood bows.
Iron is far away from town and it has to be humped back manually. Mm-hmm.
Watch out for what are the big blue thing? Trolls?
Trolls or
Yeah.
goblins.
Yep.
All right.
So if you agree, then Hruna hands each of you a gemstone worth 50 gold. Yep.
I'm 100% in.
Trusty trusting dwarves.
We have to head back into
And
town and
says,
find us some snowshoes.
oh, Hruna has some on her pack, which she offers to lend you for this mission. And uh, she points you in the direction, right? Like we came generally from that way, and you should be able to follow our tracks. Um,
Sounds good.
the sled lies halfway between Bryn Shander and Kelvin's Cairn, which will be interesting because you guys are on that map right now. I'm just going to pop this out. So it's between the Dwarven Valley and Bryn Shander, so you're going to be headed about there if I'm on the right level. Yeah.
I look
I
at
don't know why
Tia.
I'm blue today. What color should I be? Orange?
Always. I look Tia right in the eye and I say, we're going to do this for our grandma.
All right.
To help the dwarves?
If we can gain favor with the dwarves anywhere, we can gain favor with the dwarves of Clyome, and we can get on the council. That's what Grandma always wanted. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Yes. Excellent. I had not considered that potential wrinkle. Remember that. I like it.
Don't worry, it's noted.
Right. All right. So she sort of directs you. You head out of town following the road to the point where the dwarves' trail sort of marches off the road. I assume you're putting on. Oh, hello! It's a puppy
Hi,
dog.
Loki. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Loki. Babies. What a good babies.
He's getting big. 11.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
These are good puppers.
5.1 kilograms for those who are, thinking that way.
Metric.
Oh,
You know,
look at the size of those
half a-
paws. He's gonna
Half a
be.
stone.
He's
I
gonna
just
be
want
horse
to
size.
cuddle him.
No, he's not going to get much bigger than what he is right now. Weight size, he'll be maybe 20.
Yeah, he'll be twice
Okay.
as big as what he is now in like physical size.
But he's not going to get a whole lot taller. He's going to get a little bit thicker
Yeah.
and more muscular.
Beefier.
Like Lily. Lily's about 20, but about that size.
Oh, he's such a good baby.
Yeah.
Sorry, fur baby lover. Not current owner yet.
Our fur baby just left the house, which is good. Less random barking. All right.
My fur baby just tried to pull my printer off of the table that I have it on. So
Yeah.
that's the win.
You bought a cat that is incapable of respecting your stuff.
Anything.
Yep. Yep.
If this
I
was
like
Valheim,
Yeah. Have you guys been to the edge yet?
yeah, we floated off.
And fell into space?
It just kills you. You fall for a
Oh,
few
okay.
seconds and then it just says you died.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. So I should make my character named Snakes.
Oh, Catherine.
I have no words.
I'm happy.
Snakes on the 10th plane? Okay.
Snakes on the plane. Yep. Yep. Okay. So I'm assuming that the party is putting on snowshoes at this point. Okay. All right. So as you begin trudging out into the wilderness following these tracks, who is in the lead position? Still?
You don't want the rogue to scout? Or does it matter? Okay,
Yep.
great. You go
All right,
first.
so
I'm all right with
roll
that.
me a perception check, please. Beautiful. All right. So as you guys are marching along, you begin to see the beginnings of a storm. Looks like it will be blowing in fairly quickly. What would you like to do? Okay.
Do we have to turn around and go back already?
I can drop a hut.
I send a
Yeah,
hand
but we're just
gesture back
leaving
to
the
him.
town.
Yeah.
Might
far out
be
of town
better to
are we?
Save the hut.
At this point, it's been a couple of hours. You think that you're getting close?
Oh, you
Um,
didn't say that. You said as soon as you leave, would you like to roll?
Yeah.
So-
Nope. Sorry, it was bad narration on my part. You get the feeling that you're about 2/3 of the way to where this thing is.
I will drop a hut.
Now, the one downside of that would be you're following tracks to find this thing.
All right, let's
Yeah.
run.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna send my familiar up and ahead a little bit, right? So that to be able to see, how
Right.
far.
Did you buy incense in Brinshander? Yes. That was your
Let's-
intention, right?
Let's say I did. Yes.
'Kay.
Yes, I
So
did.
you need to mark off 10 gold. I believe that's the cost for the familiar.
I think I am okay with that.
And if I'm wrong, then just let me know and give yourself back some money.
Yeah, I'll look up the spell here.
Okay, so your familiar is flying ahead. Are you inhabiting its senses?
No, I'm just communicating with it telepathically, right? It can tell me what's going on.
What's the range of your native telepathy now?
120 because my int, and I believe my familiar is 100
100.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got an extra 20 feet because of that item now. That's awesome. All right. So you pick up the pace, and I will need a D8 from Syl, please. No, just a D8. Okay. And two D4s, please. Okay. All right. I'm going to roll a D20. All right. As you are rushing, along to following these tracks, you notice sort of off to the east of you, um, what looks like a group of 4 or 5 humanoids that are in the process of building some type of shelter. Are you going to continue your mad dash towards the wagon?
Do we see the wagon yet?
No, but you do still see the tracks.
How far away are the people?
They're a good 150 yards or so.
I say we
Just
keep
to-
going as long as we can see the tracks.
Dripper, do you want to do an offshoot run close enough that you can talk to these guys, make sure they're not part of the group or what they're doing, and then catch up with us? Or is that
These are obviously humans, not dwarves.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right. I cut off from the main group there, and
Okay. And the rest of the group is continuing going, so they're starting to leave you behind a little bit. But you can use your familiar to sort of keep track of where they are.
and you can dash to catch up?
As you approach, one of the humans stops the building and sort of
He
steps forward.
just needs to get close enough to mentally talk to them.
Oh, right. So it's just 50 yards over. Okay. So you see 5. You see 5 humans. It looks like 3 of them are dudes, and 2 of them are ladies. Um, which one are you picking?
um, the one in the nicest clothes. I don't know, the one that looks like
Okay.
he's in charge or she's in charge. Because
All right,
women
so
can be in charge too. I am
That's
there.
All right. We're running a super PC episode today. That's good. Okay, roll me a quick perception check.
Passive or no?
No,
Mm,
straight. This is you trying to figure out which one's in charge. Okay. So you project yourself into one of the creature's minds, and so this vision of this glorious bird with gold pinion feathers and um, just this aura of majesty appears in their mind and says,
What's up?
one of the people who's building the thing sort of startles, turns, looks around, and in return you say, "Are you here? Hi." Who is this?
I'm like, are you guys okay? Do you guys need any help, or do you know where there's any Yetis or anything like that? Have you seen any Yetis? You guys,
Okay.
goblins, things.
The voice says, we're good. We're on a hunting expedition for our tribe. Um, we haven't seen any Yetis. Thank you for your offer of assistance, oh mighty bird god."
Perfect. All right.
And as you head off, you hear a shout as someone sort of points in your general direction, but you're headed away from them, so they don't seem to be reacting hostilely. You're unsure if they connected the creature dashing away from them with the manifestation of glory that appeared in one of the creature's heads.
As I catch up to everybody, I let them know that they can now address me as the bird god.
All right. So as you continue to head, the blizzard begins to blow in. You're starting to lose the tracks. I would like whoever is leading the tracking to roll me a survival check. Beautiful. All right. You follow the tracks for as long as you're able before they're completely wiped out by the blizzard. The snow is blowing quite intensely. Um, are you going to continue pressing onwards in the general direction, or are you going to um, stop and shelter? You get the feeling that you're fairly close now. That if you had to, you could probably find it just by doing some kind of a general search pattern. Um,
No. The owl goes up into the air, and I take over its senses and I look for it.
okay. Um, yeah, because while you're in your bird senses, you are personally blind and deaf.
What?
When you project your senses into
I
the
don't.
bird,
I was
okay.
being
Oh,
sarcastic.
I get. I'm sorry. I was in rule explaining mode, and I totally missed your awesome joke.
So I'm flying.
But was it
Okay.
really awesome though?
I liked it. Roll me a perception check with the owl, please. Yeah, it's a running joke in my family. Anytime anyone mentions deafness, then it's like, what?
I
Sorry,
don't know what the owl's perception is.
I can tell you because this roll 20 module that you bought is freaking the bomb. Actually, I can give you that sheet. If I do this, show to players. There you go. You should see owls now, or owl now as a an option in your journal tab, and you can see its character sheet. Do you see that? Yeah, it should if you click character sheet.
I love the drawing of it. That owl looks so angry.
It's regular owl. Okay, so you don't
Looks
see
like a
the
brown
character
owl.
sheet?
I don't see the character sheet for him.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spencer. The owl has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing and sight, and +3 to perception. So roll me a d20 +3 with advantage. Yes, and advantage on stealth too. And it can see 120 feet dark vision.
So you added it to my character sheet in D&D Beyond. Do I have to refresh? Okay, so what my perception is 13 plus 3, so 16.
I gotta yell.
Oh, double d20 plus 3.
Are
your
we
active
anywhere
perception.
near Black Dinners here?
Let me just check. Gonna move this. Oh, I gotta pop this out too. I've got tons of windows popped out. It's awesome. No, you're much closer to Mayor Dualden.
Okay, so we're on that side.
It's pretty much
Um,
my perception.
If we get
you-
close enough to the water, I want to throw the gem in.
Yeah, I will let you know when you're close. All right, so your owl does not seem to find anything before it's forced down by the driving winds as the blizzard gets fairly severe. Are you okay? So as a group, now that you're sort of all huddled, are you huddling together? What are you doing?
The storm is here, yes?
Yes, the storm. You guys are in the teeth of the blizzard. The snow is blowing. The wind is howling.
Should
You
I
hear
drop
strange.
Do we want a hut? I want to be in comfort.
You hear strange
I drop a hut.
roaring sound in the distance. All right, you drop a hut. Oh wow. Okay. Um, the storm is a fairly severe storm, and it lasts for the entire duration of the hut. Just as the hut's about to fail, you feel the storm sort of peter out. Over the course of those 8 hours that you guys are stuck in the hut, who's doing what?
I'm resting.
Yep.
I'm preening.
All right.
As it's 8 hours, I pushed my long
Long
rest
rest.
button.
Beautiful. Yeah, anyone who wants to can press a long rest. I would like perception checks from everybody, please. That sounds good. Okay. Catella. So, Okarist,
Yeah,
midway
sorry,
through the rest. Midway through
Gesundheit.
the rest, you see a large shadow sort of flicker past you, moving quite quickly. And you hear oh, just a rumbling that sounds like a very large creature. It does not seem to close in on you guys, but there's something in the blizzard.
We are not alone out here. Just sounds loud, big.
All right.
Cool, the Yeti came to us.
All right. So you guys, after the 8 hours, passes fairly uneventfully, other than you're digging yourselves out from under a dome of snow that's sort of built up, and you. I'll need survival checks for from whoever's leading to find the to find the shipment of iron.
I'm kind of letting them walk along the path while I'm on kind of like off to the side a little bit, just to spread out our, awareness a
Your
little.
vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
while watching our rear.
Yes. Just bear with me. I need to see if I have.
I'll mirror Tripper on the other side then.
I like to be in the middle.
Dang it. Okay. That's where we can do that. Okay. You. So who was doing the roll for the? Cicely got an 18. Okay, beautiful. All right. You get to the area that's starting to look familiar based on what the dwarves described to you. As you crest a snow-covered ridge, you see a frozen, dismembered corpse in the gully in front of you. Snow covers some of the gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are visible. You see tracks in the snow all around the corpse and telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that has been hauled away.
A thought just came to me, friends. I wonder if the Yeti got the hubby that we're looking after as well.
We're not quite as far as we need to be for that, though.
Well, he had to get there somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought.
I kind of let the others investigate the the remains and the sled, and I kind of scout around our area to make sure we're not going to be ambushed. Stealthily, of course.
Okay, so you're scouting around the area as they're examining. And what else? What else are other people doing?
I do. I took a map.
It's more of a general map, but yes. Well, you found the dead body that you were supposed to find, and you see tracks leading off into the distance that look like a bunch of smaller humanoids and some type of sled.
We have to go and get the sled back because they wanted the iron.
How 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 are we going to get the sled back?
Follow the tracks.
Who's pulling it?
That's what we got to find out.
Thank God we have a Silisly here.
Well,
and
you're the
isn't Boy with
scout.
us still?
You do your job.
Oh, I'm going to do my job. I just can't wait till we strap them into those into the dog sled leathers there and make them run. I'm the lightest. I get to sit on the back to direct them with the whip.
All right,
The
let's
spice is
let's follow
real.
these tracks before we get another storm.
Okay, do.
As
All
I
right.
say impatiently. Go, sled, tracks, now, boom. Actually, it's my friends.
Gee.
We shall endeavor to follow these tracks. I think we shall depart soon. If we do not, a storm
Okay.
could come and wipe them out.
Are you like William Shatner or what?
I have high charisma. Of course, I'm Bill Shatner. When I think of the highest charisma in an actor, Bill Shatner is my number one next to Bill Murray.
All right. All right. So as you continue on your march, um, you follow the tracks. Eventually, you see a large wagon that is being pulled through the snow by 2 large bears. And running alongside the edges of the wagon are small sort of all wrapped up, but they're tiny little humanoids, and they seem to be pushing on the sides of the wagon. When you spot them, you're about 120 yards away. So I imagine that they were spotted mostly by the familiar. So as Dripper tells you what he sees, what are you guys doing?
Prepping a spell for when I get in range.
Okay.
Can I pop out my arms?
Giant dragony scaled spiritual arms pop out of your body. Let me just make sure I can move all this stuff. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Okay. And this map may be a touch small, but let's drag it up over here. For some reason, this map is not in the package, so I made it myself. Bear with me. Place yourselves at the very southern end of this map within like 2 squares of the edge, please.
And that is not the spell I'm going to cast.
Map's black for me. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, until you pull it yourself out.
Because we have dynamic lighting in Roll20. Because I bought a membership. Did I fix your owl?
Yes, I think.
Yes. So
See.
you can pull out Dave the owl.
Oh,
and he'll
look how
Yeah.
bright he is.
All right. So we're missing one person, and I'll take initiative rolls from people as we're tearing after these guys.
Oh, I hope today's not like yesterday where I just roll ones all day.
Oh, you were playing Warhammer Quest, were you?
Okay.
Yesterday I rolled at least 6 natural ones and Phil rolled at least 6 natural 20s in one fight.
And you lived. You are a strong, empowered woman.
Well, monsters were only attacking the NPCs. We brought both NPCs back to life a couple times and didn't make it for one of them.
Polar bear was 0. Okay. And okay, so first is going to be Syl. I'm pretty sure. I just need 2 more seconds here. Gonna get rid of this one and pull out.
Yeah, my dex is only 14. He's got me beat.
Okay. Named characters. Okay. Last thing here. Oh, welcome back. Let's do.
I promise it wasn't a rage quit on his behalf. He sounded happy the last time we spoke.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. Syl, when you're ready, it is your turn. All right. So are you heading forward? Looks like you, When Dripper told you about them, it looks like they were headed north. Yep. Okay.
Wasn't the DM asking us about how much we weighed?
Oh, I don't have Ocarist on here. You're right. Sounds good. Okay. Is that Ocarist? Okay. Ocarist. Yeah. Okay. That's good. What did Ocarist roll? A 15. Okay. Let's just sort that again. All right. Heals. Your turn.
There's 2 Okras on the list.
Oh. Okay. I will ditch one of them. 1,
All
2,
right.
3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay.
I
You
ran
dash
up.
forward. Do you see?
I don't see anything. But I don't want to hurt my party members, so I'm going to run another 30. Okay,
Okay.
I can see them.
All right. They appear to be really focused on pushing this wagon.
All right. To use my necklace of fireballs, is that a bonus action?
It's an action.
It is an action, okay.
Yeah, magic item activation, unless the magic item says otherwise, is an action.
Although, not that I can tell you what to do, but I don't know if burning the wagon we need to pull or the sled we need to pull is the best idea.
Smelted ore could be lighter. They wouldn't mind. Just thinking in my brain.
There's a difference between smelted and melted.
Slag.
All right, Dripper.
Yeah, there's an S.
Okay, so I'm going to move forward 1, 2. Well, I can use my cunning action to get me to here as well. And I would like to use my short bow. And what's the range on a short bow? Anybody know off the top of their head?
I think it is 40-80, but it might be 60-80.
Equipment. 1 sec.
Ben's
8320.
a short bow?
Yeah, that's what it says here. Yeah, range 8320.
Yeah, you're right. What's the longbow then? Jeez. Okay. Yeah, 8320. So you're definitely in range.
Okay, all right. I'm going to try and shoot one of the rear goblins.
Okay.
With short bow.
All right, you have advantage because they don't know you're there.
No sneak attack. Oh, yeah, sneak attack, though, too, as well.
Yeah, you have advantage, so yes, you do. Okay. I was expecting you to absolutely blow this guy out of the water. It was close. So you line up a shot, your arrow flies up in the air, falls down, enters through the top of the creature's head, and sort of pins it to the ground. It is dead. That is your turn. I'm going to roll checks on those two. I'll just give them a straight 20. 1, 2, and then a check with advantage. They don't seem to notice.
Excellent.
Ocarist, your turn.
Did you see my message?
Oh, Dave the Owl flies to like here.
Okay.
sticking to the trees, and he's looking like a normal bird just flying across the whatever this is, stream or whatever.
Message. Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so where are you? You're running up and creating a bonfire there.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Does that help?
Yes, but also when passion burns low, return to your creative core. There is no wrong inspiration, and now there's a tree on fire.
One of the trees catches fire, which helps with visibility. I don't think it's revealing much of the actual action that Dripper can see. All right. The wagon continues forward.
Wrong
I am
button.
going. I'm going to treat it like you guys are following this thing, and the bonus actions are you guys catching up to it. If I'd had a longer map, that would have been interesting. All right, Tia, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up.
Yep.
First out on the ice.
Right. That's just your normal movement.
No, that's my movement and my action, right?
Okay. All right, Tia, you run forward. You now see the wagon. Are you doing anything?
Um,
Because anyone who can't see the wagon, all you've seen is Dripper lay back and fire an arrow into the darkness.
actually, I'm gonna say that I had stepped here. Can I
Yep.
use my lightning breath?
Is that a bonus action?
Oh no.
I think it's an action.
Never mind. I'm done.
Okay. Electricity begins to crackle around you as you think about using your lightning breath. Syl. So long as you run more than 10 yards, you can jump twice the distance of your strength score, I think. I'll just pull it up to be sure. Jumping. When you make a jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet. So you can, with your strength score, you can jump. What are you at? 23? 25. So you can jump 5 squares if you run for 10 feet. Okay. Okay. You should be able to clear that. I think that is going to take your action though, because movement wise. All right. So you jump, you come down, you land. You hear a little bit of crackling. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but what's your native movement? It's normally 30, right? Yeah. So if he went the full 30 and then jumped because he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. You land on the sled. The goblins all exclaim in surprise as you land on the sled, and that's your turn. Heels. That was cool. Big armored snake woman lands on the sleigh.
Okay. I am gonna creep across the ice to here.
Okay.
Am I on shore or am I on ice? And that's
You're on the
where-
edge. The ice makes some groaning noises, but you're not feeling it give under your feet or anything.
Awesome. And then on the polar bear, I am going to cast suggestion to attack the goblin. Zuh.
Okay. Suggestion.
Initially, that was a wrong button, and then I was like, hang on a second, I got something for this. Bear on goblin or bear on bear, either or. I'll leave that up for you to cast, or to you to decide.
Beautiful. Okay. This is gonna be this is gonna be cool. All right. So as Syl, you land on the wagon, clambering out of the front of the wagon, you see a much tougher looking goblin who's missing one ear. It turns towards you, climbs up onto the metal that's riding on the wagon, and let me see what she can do. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. There she is, goblin boss. Oh, that's funny.
I added the stopwatch as a
Oh.
reminder for concentration.
Yes, thank you. Suggestion is just one round though, right? No,
Up to 8
concentration
hours.
is 8 hours.
See, my thinking here, my end goal is to have everybody dead, have one polar bear alive, because then the polar bear can pull wagon.
Okay. So how do you tell the polar bear what to do? Because the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable.
You're hungry. Eat a goblin.
The other bear is going to kill you. You should kill it first.
Okay. It's got to make a spell save, but it'll do that on its turn. All right. So the goblin pulls out a scimitar, runs towards you, and makes an attack. Do-do-do-do. First attack hits. Second attack, as it tries desperately to make a second attack, that second attack is a fairly weak effort. It looks like this is a new skill that this creature is developing. And you take 5 points of slashing damage as this creature closes in on you. Dripper, your turn.
I just thought of way better wording.
Okay.
There's only one female ahead. You should be the survivor. Kill the other guy.
All right. I dig it. Dripper, what are you doing?
I move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I assume that the ice is okay for me. I only weigh like 100 pounds, right?
Yeah, you're a bird.
Okay. All right. So I move to here.
Dave the owl, though, falls through the ice, dies. That'll be another 10 gold.
Seriously?
No.
No. Okay. I'm going to move Dave up over to here.
Yeah.
Okay. Off to the side, just kind of like scouting around, making sure that we're not going to get ambushed by anything else.
Okay.
And I cast on the goblin boss. I cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
What's the save on that?
Wisdom. Creature of your choice, you can see within range, 30 feet, perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter as if the spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration.
What's your spell save?
13.
So how do you tell this thing a joke? And what joke are you telling?
I don't know. I might have to rely on Catherine here for one.
How does the vampire know it's sick? Because it's coughing.
Oh.
All right. So this is Tash's hideous laughter. There. Let's put this on. All right. So your spell takes effect on the creature, collapses to the ground prone, and is laughing uproariously. It is now the goblin's turns. This goblin is going to charge Dripper. And these two goblins are going to attack upwards with what do they have? Goblins. Scimitars. So they're going to attack upwards towards Syl and try and stab him. So that is 2 attacks. 1, 2. Both of them hit. Syl, you take 6 points of slashing damage and another 4 points of slashing damage. This other goblin is going to attack Dripa and miss completely. That's the goblins. Okarist, your turn.
I'm going to step to the edge of the ice and fire my crossbow.
At
No, that dude.
that one. Okay. All right, you step up to the edge and fire your crossbow. There's a strange clink noise as the bolt doesn't get launched. Your crossbow just sort of doesn't seem to work properly. You're gonna have to reload and try again next time. Polar bear's turn. All right, the polar bear on the left turns and bites into the polar bear next to it, and then is going to also claw it. What is their AC? 12. Okay. And that's 2 attacks that are at. Wow, these things are nasty.
Yes, I realize we're in trouble because there's no female polar bears, but hey, it's funny.
Okay, both of those hit.
Bear on bear.
Yup. D8 plus 5 and 2d6 plus 5. Wow. So the one bear just totally lays into the other, dealing 23 points of damage.
Best hit ever.
The other bear is going to attack back because it doesn't understand what's happening. And as they're fighting, they snap the leads that are attached to the wagon. And let's see. They're at +7, right? And they have to beat a 12. So the likelihood of them not hitting each other is very low. It's saying 10, but it's actually 12. I don't know why it's saying 10. All right. And so the other bear deals another 23 damage. Nope. Nope, I lied. 12 plus 9, 21 damage. All right. The bears lay into each other, and as they're biting and clawing, it looks like they've already beaten each other half to death. And it is now Tia's turn.
Okay, so now I'm going to do my lightning breath.
Okay. That's dex saves, right? Uh, the goblin. Do I have a pop out of the goblins? No. Need a pop out of the goblins. Dex is +2 for them, and the bears are at 0.
I don't hit the bear. It's not that far.
How far does it go?
30 feet.
10, 20. Okay, just the 2 goblins? Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, the first guy sees it coming and dives out of the way, taking half damage. The other guy takes full damage. So you kill the guy in the back. This guy is severely wounded.
Now, I have a question.
Mhm.
As that is my attack action, I still can do my flurry of blows, right? Or do I need to use it?
I would allow that because it's you using your abilities that lets you. So
Okay, so I'm gonna flurry of blows.
okay. So yeah, I'm officially ruling that your dragon breath attack is a monk weapon for you. Boom. Bonus action. All right, you were hitting the goblin, right? Or the goblin? Well, yeah, the goblin or Silices. So you kill the goblin.
Oh, okay, good.
Anything else?
I'm gonna move up here and support Cilici.
Okay, you dash and leap up to the side of the wagon and land behind the goblin boss, who's prone on the ground. Syl, your turn. Okay. With advantage. Does Tasha's hideous laughter cause auto crits?
He's prone.
He's just prone. Okay.
He's prone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's prone on the ground, so you can do whatever you want to him.
Her.
It.
The goblin has female goblin features, which I don't know if you would recognize. Because
Not
all goblins are the
its
same.
gender.
What does ensnaring snake do? Strike? Snake. Yeah, just give me a summary. Bonus damage, or it ties it up? Yeah. Okay, so it doesn't do any extra damage now. All right, strength save. Succeeds the strength save. It is not restrained, but it does take the 10 points of damage. Does that trigger another save with Tasha's? I think it does. Which it fails by 1. Wow. All right, Syl, that was your move. Heals. All of a sudden, a bunch of vines sort of spring out from the side of the wagon, try to wrap themselves around the boss that's lying on the ground.
I
So
am.
heals, you're seeing all this chaos happen.
I see this goblin still standing, so I am just gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Okay, and that is a which save? Mind Sliver. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Intelligence. Straight D20. Saves. Does not take damage. You go like this, and nothing happens. The goblin boss gets to make another save against Tasha's hideous laughter. It's like, ha ha ha, coffin, ha ha ha. And that's a wisdom save, right? Yeah. Fails. Still laughing like crazy. Dripper, MVP, go!
Okay, Dave the Owl flies in,
Yeah.
performs the help action on my behalf, while Dripper attacks it with advantage with his
Yep.
dagger venom.
Self-imposed advantage on a rogue. How could this go wrong?
I also cast Booming Blade cantrip on my dagger
Okay.
attack.
Okay. Let's see the attack with advantage. you you stab the creature, energy flows into it, the creature falls to the ground and explodes because it moved after you hit it.
Excellent.
It is
Excellent.
very dead. Very, very dead.
Dave the
Nice.
Owl also flies off over here.
Yeah.
With
That is the goblins. Oh, Christ, your turn.
I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm not done.
you still have some
I
movement.
still have movement. I still have cunning action.
You
Um,
bonus action booming blade. You don't have a cunning action. Booming blade.
Yes. Good point. No, actually, that's my action. It is booming blade and attack with the melee weapon. So you
Oh,
still
really?
have your. Let me make sure. Spells. Booming blade.
That's freaking awesome for a rogue.
It's an at will spell, and it's
Yeah.
my action. Booming blade and attack.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you brandish the weapon used in the spell casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. Nice. Anyways, what are these polar bears doing? They're just fucking each other up, right?
They're fighting
Yeah.
each other.
Okay, I don't think we should mess with that. I think we should just let that go on its own for now. And I'm going to jump up here and help my buddies.
All right. You leap up onto the wagon, and now it is Okarist's turn.
My computer just did something weird.
Okay.
I blame the cat. Um, can I viciously mock the goblin leader?
Absolutely.
We like that.
It wasn't very effective.
Polar bear, it's 450. Okay.
Oh, by the way, every time he takes damage, he gets another saving throw against Atash's hideous laughter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right. So Goblin's boss is making a wisdom save. He's at -1. Fails, takes 1 damage, and his next attack is her next attack is a disadvantage, but gets to make a wisdom save against Tash's hideous laughter, which also fails. This poor goblin didn't stand a chance. Polar bears. All right. Laying into this one will be 2 quick attacks. Boop, ba-doo-doo-doo. I think that will do it for this bear. 13 and 16. All right, so the bear that you commanded kills the other bear. And that's its turn. Tia.
I'm gonna use my glaive on this guy girl in front of me.
All right.
All right.
It should be an advantage because the creature is prone. So roll me another d20. All of these should be at advantage.
Well, yeah, but
And
that's the
your opposite self.
Okay, glaive missed the first astral arms hits. Second one hits. You kill the goblin boss. All right, Syl. There is a wounded, angry bear that's the only real combatant that's left. What would you like to do? No, once it finished fighting the other bear, it just sort of sat down. And it's pretty hurt. Absolutely. You throw some dried meat to this thing, it snaps it up. Let me just read the how it's supposed to work. Mhm. Okay, so you're just trying to calm it down. It settles down. It's still keeping an eye on you guys, but it eats the ration. Um, are you doing anything else? Okay, so we'll mostly come out of turn order, I think. The bear is sitting there eating. It's hurt. What do you guys want to do?
You said it's also not attached to the wagon anymore?
Not currently, no.
Toss some food ahead of it and start pulling the wagon in the opposite direction and hope it doesn't follow us?
Heal it, maybe fix up its wounds, tie it to the wagon, and make it pull it for us. That's what I
I
heard.
I tell the bear, you're in safe hands. We will take care of you. We need your help. Pull the cart.
Are you
And wait,
casting another suggestion,
do I have to
or how are you?
recast it or can I just reword it or change it?
It will follow the for 8 hours. It'll follow um, the suggestion of your spell. But if you want a new suggestion, you'd have to cast it again.
All right, I can do that. Oh, hang on. I'm just checking how many I've got.
Would it be easier to just try and do an animal handling check instead of casting a spell?
Yeah, I'm
As
debating.
you guys are talking this through, Okarist,
Yeah. Come hither, sweet creature. I love you most, adorable floof.
and the bear sort of wanders over. I'm not going to roll a wisdom saving throw. It's pretty beat up. Wanders over. You feed it. It sort of cuddles up next to you. It won't be too much work with the ruins of two harnesses to connect this thing to the wagon. Um,
I'm just gonna walk
who's going
over
to
to
try
it.
to do that?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Beautiful.
Actually, not Cure Wounds. I'm gonna give it 2d6.
Okay.
I look at everybody else and make sure that they're all healed. I don't see anybody down so much more than Syl, so the bear's fine.
Okay.
Bear gains 4.
Nice. It definitely seems to appreciate the relief from its wounds. Who's strapping it to the wagon?
Does anyone actually know how to make up a harness?
Anybody want to touch the wounded bear?
I'm not worried about touching the wounded bear. I just don't know
Right.
what.
Who pokes the bear? Let me know.
I'll poke the bear and tie it up to the thingy as best as I can.
Okay.
And I also
Roll
say, "How
me.
did you like my bear trick? I thought that worked out well."
Um, are you are you tying fancy knots, or are you like brute strengthening tying this thing to
fancy knots.
the. All right,
Because
dex check, please.
a dex check.
Yeah.
Someone may want to check my knots because I'm not the greatest.
I can take a look.
And I pet
Okay.
the bear gently.
The bear seems oddly docile, almost like it's under the effect of a spell.
It is an adorable floof, just saying.
Do you need a dex check from me?
Yes,
If I
please.
check her. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, when they break, we'll fix them later.
Knots look good, guys.
Yep, it looks wonderful. All right, so you guys, with being down one bear, you see that this was originally connected to a different type of creature. Wasn't being pulled by bears. It looks like the goblins brought the bears.
Can we loot the goblins
And
before
so,
Can we loot the bear?
sure. What are you doing with the bear?
Taking the hide as best we can.
Do you want to just drag that hide back to the bear back to the hunters, and see if they do a better job of skinning it for you? The hunters were what, an hour away? That might be a little ways to pull a polar bear.
Only about a half hour.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs a bear. Probably 800 to 1,200 pounds. This is
Okay.
a big, nasty ass polar bear.
It's really heavy.
As you guys are tearing apart the battlefield, none of the goblins really had anything of value on them. But in the wagon, you find a sealskin pouch with 13 silver, 25 copper, and a bone whistle. Oh, and I lied. The other goblins do have something. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another 14 copper on the other goblins.
beer money, guys?
All right. So you can roll the dead polar bear up onto the back of the cart if you'd like.
Yeah.
Given how heavily laden this wagon is, it's going to take all of you pushing to move it, though.
Yeah.
So, and are you guys taking the bear to the hunters?
Yeah. They're only half an hour back.
Okay.
And we have to go that way anyways, don't we?
I think so.
That general direction, yeah. All right, roll me a con save for that first half hour of pushing, because this thing is super heavy. Yeah, because everybody's pushing.
Heels ain't doing too well there. Had a heart attack pushing the sled.
Sil, the exercise does you really well. Roll me a d6.
Give him another point of strength.
You heal. The exercise and it reminds you of some of your training, and the happy memories and the physical activity cause you to heal 6 hit points. At the same time, you see behind you, Heels falls into the snow behind the wagon. Heels, you get 1 level of exhaustion. You are tired. You
I'm
pull up to
exhausted.
you pull up to where you had seen the hunters, and they're in the process of getting ready to get on the road again. And as you approach, they all sort of level weapons towards you guys and are sort of looking at you curiously as you push this giant wagon.
We come in peace. And sometimes pieces.
Okay. Yeah, there's steam coming off Sil. She's pushing this wagon.
Can you help us with a bear carcass? Not the one that's alive, but we got another one that's dead over here.
They sort of look over, they see the bear carcass on the back of the wagon, and they all sort of turn, talk to each other a little bit. One of them comes forward and says, "I we've we've been hunting for about a week and we haven't seen anything. I we would love to take that carcass off your hands. Uh, or I don't know. What do you want?
Which village are you from?
We're nomads. Our that question is nonsensical. Villages suck.
Could you possibly prepare us a chunk of meat that will survive a while? And we'd like to keep the hide, but you can keep the rest of it. Is that acceptable?
Excellent. That sounds fair. What do you want from us in return?
Have you ever seen some dude? He usually goes up to the mountain, and yet we can't find him. And I'm just tired.
Jake?
Garrett.
Garrett. We're looking for a man named Garrett.
They have not seen Garrett. They usually hunt the plains. They don't really go up into the mountains.
Weren't we looking for a yeti?
A yeti and a were polar bear too. They say, you know what? You guys look like you're struggling with that wagon. We could help push some if you'd like.
I might need a nap.
Okay.
We're headed back to. I don't have it in front of me here. Um, that town. If you don't mind pushing part of the way or most of the way, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll push till about 15 minutes outside of town. Um, but yeah,
Thank you.
if you want us to prepare the hide for you, um, normally we would do something like that back at camp where we have supplies to make a fire. Um, the supplies we
We
have here for hunting on the road are not. Um, we don't have what we would need to tan the hide and
Where's your camp?
smoke the meat.
I can go for a
Well,
rest.
we've been on the road for about a week, and he points off into the direction of the wilderness. That way.
I can make a fire here.
Fire would be lovely. Yeah. Do you have fuel for the fire?
I can cast fireball.
No,
Ocarus can make a bonfire. I think
yeah,
that's more
yeah.
what we're looking for.
I'm
Ocarus
tired.
can
I'll
make a
just
bonfire, but she would need fuel, and a lot of the trees in the area are kind of spindly.
you're
Sil, are
looking
you
at
up
an
for using some of your wood?
Beautiful. Okay, so they take a bundle of your wood, they set up a fire, they smoke you about 25 pounds of bear meat, which is lovely.
I'm
This
gonna
thing
have a
is
nap.
huge. Yeah, you curl up close to the fire, uh, and they also do a preliminary job of tanning the bear skin. As experienced hunters, they get a much higher quality skin off the bear than you would, and they ask you, "Well, we'll push the wagon if you guys sort of scout out in front in case something sneaks up on us." Does that sound good?
I appreciate that. Yes.
So you don't have
Um,
enough time unless you want to take a long rest now. This is just an hour or so. This is a short rest. Yes, dear.
just want to make sure that one of our team stays with them in the wagon. Probably Dripper, because he can communicate with all of us if we're up ahead or around.
I
Oh,
am perfect. Sorry, go on.
they're going to follow. They're not going to be out of sight or anything.
If something happens,
Yep.
it's a suggestion.
Okay. So yeah, you guys can take a short rest if you'd like.
I'm perfectly fine with riding on the back of that. Not walking. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Sounds good.
I like the short rest idea.
I get all my slots back.
Oh, okay. I want this. Okay, let's take a quick 5-minute break here. Okay. As I try to
Yeah,
figure out why my roll 20 isn't working.
that's all good.
Oh, that's a good idea. Prep here.
No worries.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
We have a pet polar bear.
For 24 hours?
8 hours. It might quite like us afterwards.
Oh.
Oh wait, how long does your floofy thing last? Oh, Chris.
I believe it's 24 hours.
Thank you. We have floof for 24 hours? That's amazing.
That's its official name now?
You can't let me name it. It'll be something like Bartholomew Worcestershire or something weird.
Floof!
Worcestershire rhymes with orange.
That's what you should name your next cat.
Worcestershire?
I get it. All right.
Syl, you have 4 hit
Still
points.
hard.
I see you are damaged.
Okay.
Didn't we just have a short rest? Did you not?
Yeah, you can use some hit dice if you want.
He was only 4 away, well, 5 away. He's now only down 1.
Okay. Are we ready?
Welcome back!
Welcome back. Last fight was worth 260 experience.
Sorry, I missed that. How much experience?
260. Clear the turn order. All right. So as you are headed back to town, the journey takes uh, approximately another 2 hours as you're entering into sort of evening afternoon. The nomads are doing a really good job of pushing this thing for you. They have a couple of pack animals that they're using to help as well, but they're mostly leveraging the polar bear. And as you're scouting ahead of them, you come to a rise, and as you're headed uh, down the rise onto the next side, I would like. Let me just make sure that I don't ruin the surprise here. Actually, I don't have to do that. I can do this way.
As we wait with anticipation.
Heals. Eucharist. Not Dripper. Tia. Sill. All right. Now, Dripper is on the wagon. Is Dave the Owl with the party, or is he with you on the wagon?
No, he's scouting up ahead, and stuff. And I'm like warged into him or something there and watching what's going on.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys are in the process of crossing a what appears to be a small frozen pond when Dripper is about 60 yards behind, so he's just off the map with the wagon. When you hear a growling noise, and I'll take perception checks from the 4 of you that are currently on the battlefield.
Finally, a good roll.
Great roll, sis.
That's like the best roll.
Okay. And I'll take initiative rolls too, please. I'm missing Ochrists. Beautiful.
Can I add myself to like up here kind of thing?
You can't. Can you see because of Dave? But yeah, add yourself up there. I already threw
Okay,
Dave
well-
on for you.
Yeah, well, now I moved myself too far up and I can't pull myself down.
I love your wife. I'm just saying.
Why? She's commenting about the snow. Could you move Dripper down like 5
I
feet?
can't.
Yeah.
That's weird. We'll just leave that copy of Dripper up there, and we'll
Dripper's
throw a
right
different copy of him out. There, double Dripper.
It did that thing where it said that what with the
We know the thing.
So like Dave the Owl is like 30, 40 feet up in the air, right? Like he's not like
Yep.
hanging out on Sill's shoulder.
What? You don't want me to spend your 50 gold?
10. The price keeps rising every time you talk. What's going on?
It's 10. You're right. You're right. All right. So with your perception checks, you notice stalking towards you are some large looming creatures. And that's +2. So none of you are surprised by this approach.
Are they creatures of the night?
Creatures of the night.
Are we suitably
Okay, what have you-
impressed by the
you've
fact
got
that they are creating fabric as they walk through the floor? They're looming.
Looming.
I caught that. That was good.
It was terrible.
It was horrifically bad, and I loved it. All right, so looming towards you guys. Okrist, your turn.
Well,
I'm sticking with the looming. Just rolled a 17. So you get the feeling that they're coming from this direction and from this direction. Okrist.
okie doke.
There's 2 of them.
I'm going to start with a little vicious mockery.
You see them?
Never mind.
You mock the silence in the night.
I mean, yeah, as a general rule.
You could hold a vicious mockery for when you can see something.
That is what I'm going to go for. Sorry, I got distracted. I was trying to remember some Darkwing Duck, I am the terror that flaps in the night things.
I am the hangnail on the pinky toe of crime.
Exactly.
Heels, your turn.
I am going to stay put, and I am going to hold a Mind Sliver until I see something.
Okay.
We're letting them come to us this time?
For a change.
Hopefully.
I can't see anything, so I just hear noises, and I'd rather not waste something and just try a random moment.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8. 7, 8. As these large hulking cats sort of come galloping out of the night, they snarl at you. You must die. I need a vicious mockery. These cats talk,
I wonder
and
if I
their
can tell them
footsteps
a joke.
possibly their footsteps sound like thunder.
Thundercats? Oh!
Yes, that was the reference I was going for. You killed our mistress. All right, so I needed the. Did I get a? Oh, all right. What was your vicious mockery, Ocrist?
Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. Oh, he's so cute and fluffy.
You've never seen a cat blush before, but this thing's like, shut up. All right, its next attack is a disadvantage. I'll put a little red dot on it. It takes 3 points of psychic damage from being told it's a cute little cat. This thing could bite like one of your legs off with its giant. Like this thing is big and nasty.
But it would look really cute while it did it.
I need a whatever you were holding there, Heels.
Yeah, I was holding something, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think it was the dangly fingers of doom, whatever that's called.
Mind
Mind
slip?
Saver.
I think it more like tickling your brain. On the same
Intelligence
one.
save. Oh shoot. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Because these are awake, which means something. Intelligence score of 10. Okay.
Nice. That's good.
Silicey is humming. I'm missing the joke. Okay, failed to save. Takes 6 psychic damage. So both have taken a hit as they rush towards you guys, and it is now Dripper's turn.
Oh. Okay, 1 sec. All right. So
Still,
what I do is I move
yep,
forward. I move forward 30 feet
yep,
to here,
yep.
to like here, and
Mhm.
I cast Tasha's Uncontrollable Laughter again.
Okay.
Okay? And I say, and I tell the saber-tooth tiger, I say, okay, I got one for you. A duck, a skunk, and a deer went for dinner one night. When it came time to pay, the skunk didn't have a cent, the deer didn't have a buck. So they put the meal on the duck's bill. I'll be right back.
All right, I gotta look up Tasha's and see what the save is. Tasha's hideous laughter. Uh, Wisdom saving throw +1. Uh, That saves, so
Yeah,
that didn't work. Sil, your turn. Yep. And
At
that
least
is
you warned them
gone.
not to stand too close to you while you did it.
Don't stand so close to. Saves, does not take damage. Tia.
All right. I am going to hit it with my glaive.
Yep.
Ah, another one. Look at that. Like I said, I just been rolling ones lately.
Yep. That doesn't hit.
Sorry, wrong button.
Well, I'll take the first to hit roll, but I'll use the damage from the second one.
It will be an 18, not a 19.
Yep.
Okay.
18 hits. You
Alright.
you punch this thing in the face for 6 damage.
That's it.
It screams out, "Oh no, all my orthodontic work." All right. That was Tia. Okrist, your turn again. These large creatures are snarling angrily at you and sort of stalking around. They want to kill you. What would you like to do?
Kill them first, obviously. I am going to bend over and pick up a rock.
I thought that was totally going a different direction.
I know.
That and we're on ice and finding a rock is amazing. I love this.
A chunk of ice, a chunk of I picked up something hard. Wait.
After you bent over?
I bent over and picked up something hard and just now realized I should be more careful with my phrasing.
Yep. Oh man, it fails by just one. Which one were you catapulting?
The floofy one, obviously.
All right, you hurl a giant chunk of ice at the bear, pulling your wagon.
Nope. You know what I mean, the cute kitty. The one that is already, like,
Oh, gotcha.
slightly miffed that I think he's adorable. And fluffy.
So you spin around, throw a large, basically snowball at this thing, and it grows 5 times in size, slams into the side of this creature. It sort of stands dazedly back to its feet, heals.
I'm like, I didn't think cats like getting wet. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
Where are you going with this?
I am going to tell this kitty that he should kill the other kitty because it's a weak pile of floof.
All right. Wisdom saving throw +1.
So, quick question on that, and not to be a
Mhm.
stickler for rules or anything, but does your suggestion spell require concentration?
Yes.
So you have a suggestion spell already on the bear.
Nope.
No,
No?
The bear has
Nope.
animal friendship on it.
Animal.
From-
Okay.
from the bard.
Okay. Perfect. Good. I just
I-
didn't want to have a ravenous bear behind me coming at.
I'm already on it, dude. I got this.
I-
I got
I like where you're at. I appreciate that. That's good. Good looking out.
I just didn't want any surprise.
Yep.
and yes, I realize I should have cast it on
'Kay.
I should have cast my last spell on this saber tooth to give him a lower, but that's okay.
You cast the spell, you see it take hold, and then you see the saber-tooth sort of shake its head and go, "I'm not gonna kill Steve." And it turns towards you with its large burning eyes. And it's gonna take a step towards you and attack you because you tried to make it kill its friend. Because this thing is smart. It can talk. That plan was obviously bad for it. And it slashes towards you with its claw. +6. Yep, that's going to hit. You suffer 11 points of damage, which I believe puts you on the ground. Am I correct?
Level 2 Hellish Rebuke.
You can do that. Dex save. Dex +2. I'm not sure why Heals only has 11 health.
I should have 27. I don't know why. This thing doesn't save it. I've changed. No,
Oh, okay.
it's 27 on my sheet.
Your token, I probably pulled it out before you changed it.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, so you're not on the ground. Sorry, Spencer? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
27. I just changed it now. Look at my bar.
Okay. -17. Okay, let me just have a quick look at something. That's why.
Awesome.
Okay. Save settings. Just give me 2 seconds here.
No problem. I still take the damage of the 11. I can do that.
Yeah. Unless your AC was terribly wrong. No, your AC was right.
AC is correct.
Okay. Edit. Remove. All right, that should be fixed. I don't know how that got broken. All right, so your Hellish Rebuke deals a tremendous amount of damage to this creature. And the other one is going to attack. Actually, it's going to take an attack of opportunity.
What Hellish Rebuke looks like in this situation is me yelling, "Bad kitty!"
But as you say it, it's almost like a speech bubble with fire. Just and there's like clawed hands in the fire tearing at the creature. All right, so it succeeded its save. All right, so the creature is going to tear north towards Dripper. Tia, you may make an attack of opportunity against it.
13 hit?
13 just barely hits. Yep.
Yay, I did 4 damage.
Hooray!
It's another one.
Okay, 4 damage. Okay. I need a strength save from Dripper, please.
That's like my worst stat.
This thing comes tearing out of the darkness and pounces on you.
He has disadvantage when attacking me.
Oh, that's true. Let me roll another d20. Thank
Okay.
you. 12. That does not connect.
So I
So it
nimbly,
comes tearing at you,
nimbly
slips
dodge.
sideways on the ice, and misses.
Perfect.
Good keeping an eye out. Thank you. Dripper, there is a saber-toothed tiger in your face. What would you like to do?
Okay. First, I get Dave the Owl to come and give me a quick hand here and distract the saber-tooth tiger for me.
Yep.
Named Steve.
Yeah, Steve to distract myself. and then I booming blade attack the with my dagger of venom with advantage and a sneak
I
attack.
dig it. I dig it. Booming Blade is awesome against these guys because they've got a if I run around, I can do something nasty ability. All right. So you stab this creature. If it moves, it takes a D8.
That's right. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So now Dave pisses off over here,
Yep.
and I move to here, using my cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
And I give it the finger,
All right.
and that's the end of my turn.
Syl, your turn. Yes, I did. Okay. And which guy are you going after? Okay. And that's a con save. Con save. Yikes. You're doing really good damage with that, but it's not connecting. You still have a bonus action? Yep. All right. Tia, the cat has abandoned you. There is a cat over here trying to eat your healer.
Yeah, my brother.
Yep.
Looking at the one looking at the one that ran away from me, I'm gonna roll my eyes and dash over to my help out here. Do I get advantage?
Yes. Ooh.
Beauty.
Okay. So you slash into the creature for 9 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm rolling d10s and I did 9 damage.
And are you doing anything else?
Hey, it was more than
Yeah,
4.
that'll hit 2.
That's another nat 1.
Yeah, well, it's a D4. You've got a 25% chance. Are you key pointing and punching it again?
Might as well, yeah.
Okay. Boom. Hey, you rolled a 2. Good work. All right. 2 smashes. Oakrist. There's an angry, snarling, saber-toothed tiger in the midst of you and your 3 friends.
Yes, there is. And therefore, to sear to the core, there is no depth too deep. I am the tinder.
Okay. Dex +2. No. She's gonna angle it away from you. Right? Or are you blasting it through your
No, I'm blasting it across the back so it misses Tia.
Yeah. I figured. All right, it takes 4 points of flame damage. Do you want to move at all?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. Roll me a D100. As you blast fire at the hindquarters of this thing, the ice underneath it cracks and it falls into the lake. I need dex saves from Tia, Heels, and Oakrist.
Whoops.
You all scramble backwards as that part of the lake sort of collapses. And none of you fall into the water, which is good. This part of the lake is breaking. Boom. Art.
Your art
All right.
is amazing, and I love it. I love it. Never stop.
It's the tool that I have. The saber-tooth tiger is going to tear towards Dripper. Roll me a D8, please, Dripper. It's going to tear here and then pounce. 4 points. All right. This time it doesn't have disadvantage. Ha ha ha.
What doesn't
Did you
it?
miss anyway?
I didn't get a turn.
You didn't. What would you like to do?
Well, the kitty was still over, like north of here. But
Mhm.
I can play to this. I'm gonna run away and say, Kitty fell through the ice. Let's see if we can do the same to you. And I'm gonna run here.
Mhm.
And I am going to cast Sacred Flame.
Dex +2. No, it fails. All right. So as it tears down towards Dripper, the magic energy around it sort of implodes inwards. You see its fur sort of squish super close to its body. It screams out in pain, and then a butterfly lands on its nose and burns half of its face off, and it is dead.
Steve, no!
Good work.
Slightly less cute now.
Yes. 180 experience for that fight. And are we good to go to 6?
For me, yep.
Yep, we're good. I'm good.
Okay. Awesome.
That was 160 XP.
Yes.
Correct.
XP is 2045.
Excellent.
You're 1,000 away from. Or no, what's 4 at?
Like
700.
655 away.
Cool. All right. So as you finish that, the nomads, ugh, the nomads come up over the hill with the wagon, and they see you dealing with these two creatures. And they come tearing over to help, but you've already finished the fight. One of the nomads sort of turns to you and goes, "You must also be blessed by the bird god. You found more creatures."
Do you want this one? I wouldn't mind the pelt, but I don't know about the meat or anything like
Well,
that.
Well, fuel is an issue as always, but we're gonna fish that one out too. And
Go
they
ahead.
get some ropes and they pull both saber-tooth, um,
Carcasses.
both saber-tooth corpses off of the ice, um, and sort of cut them open. Uh,
Will you take another half hour or hour break on the shore?
and if you're willing to, if you're willing to give them your last stack of firewood, then they can start the curing process for these and give you guys some meat as well.
And some hides?
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
All right. So a lot of these maps will have trees. They don't have a lot of trees if you're not close to the forests. So the trees aren't actually on this map. Um, okay, so whoever is carrying the furs has 2 saber-tooth furs,
Okay.
and indicate that they're large creatures,
Okay.
and another 40 pounds of prime smoked saber-tooth meat. Yep, which will be handy later. Uh, the nomads then escort you the rest of the way. Oh, anyone who needs to can use hit dice and such because you're taking a short rest. Mm, No, no. There are, given where you guys are, there are no trees. You guys are sort of in the middle of an empty area between Bryn Shander and Kelvin's Carn. Whatever trees. Mhm. Roll a survival check to see what you can find. You do find some mushrooms. Um, yeah, sure. Um, yeah. You find some mushrooms. It looks like they've been freeze dried. They do not look safe to eat. Are you immune to poisons? Yeah. Okay. Um, these are some fairly potent mushrooms. Okay. Yeah. You have leprosy. Sorry. You have a fungal infection.
Actually, my next joke for Tasha's laughter spell had a leprosy angle to it.
Oh, was it the hockey one?
No, it's the leper and the prostitute joke.
Oh, okay. I don't I don't know that one.
No,
I don't
The
think I
only
want
leprosy
to know
joke I
that.
carry around is the hockey one. Did you hear about the hockey game to benefit leprosy?
no, they left it all on the ice.
There was a face-off in the corner.
Mine was what did the leper say to the prostitute?
Mm,
Keep the tip. Sorry,
yikes.
PG, semi PG. Maybe we'll keep it that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
So you get the feeling
I found that grotesquely hilarious.
Oh my god.
you get the feeling after ingesting these mushrooms that with the proper facilities you could turn these into poison. So you have enough for two d6 doses of poison. So it's
I
two
would like.
doses of poison. They add d6 to a weapon.
I want to take a look and see if I can find anything for the flora and fauna to add to my collection of rare or unique herbs, plants, etc.
Sure. Roll me a. Oh, you've already rolled a nature check. You find an interesting floral sample. It is it's green. It has a yellow top, but the stem has almost these strange icy thorns that are popping out of it. Um, at it's not symmetrical or anything. It almost looks like the thorns rip their ways out of this plant, and yeah, it's freeze dried.
That is really cool.
Roll a quick intelligence check. It's a dandelion. The
A freeze-dried dandelion with thorns.
the schmut in the stem froze and popped out of the sides of it when it froze.
I love this.
All right. So you make it back to town. I just need to pop up this quest again. As you bring the wagon sort of back into town, the townsfolk sort of scatter in fear because there's a polar bear. Are you guys trying to bring the polar bear into town?
Yes, but I'm gonna go a little bit ahead and say he's safe. He's harmless. It's okay. Calm down.
For
He's
at least
friendly.
another 12 hours.
Okay.
His name is Floof.
All right. Ocarist, roll me a D100, please. All right. So you come into town, deliver the iron ingots to Haruna, who thanks you and says if you're ever in the neighborhood of the of their enclave, you would be welcome. And um, asks for your help delivering it. You deliver the iron to Black Iron Blades, and the proprietor says, if you want to buy anything, I will give you a 10% discount. So mark that down. If you guys come to buy any normal weapons or armor, you've got a 10% discount. By this point, it's been most of a day. Are you guys going to have a quick nap in town again? Okay.
Yes, please.
All right.
Quick nap, or do we need?
Sorry, quick nap was bad phrasing.
Yeah,
It's probably long rest time.
Long rest, please.
Krista needs a long rest to get rid of her exhaustion.
Yep. Yeah. Exhaustion is ability checks. Yeah. No, the nature check should have been, but what she found was a dandelion anyway. It was mostly color.
I could roll it at disadvantage if that's better.
All right. Nope, it happened and I didn't catch it.
I forgot about it myself.
All right. So, as you guys are headed down for the night, you see really bright aurora borealises flash across the sky. It looks like it's another day has passed in this darkness, and Oral is doing some type of magic to keep the sun from rising. You take a long rest.
Oakhurst, is the polar bear going to be okay? I asked before I go to bed.
Yes?
Shall we set
Should we
it
maybe?
free?
Yeah, take it to the edge of town and let it wander.
I mean, we could do that. We might want to take it a little bit further than the edge of town.
Because it could wander in a rampage, and that would be bad. Because then, yeah.
While you're still friends with it, you can tell it to go on its way.
I mean,
You
yeah.
are free. Go find your wife.
Didn't we kill his
Thank
wife?
you for your help.
No, we killed his buddy. They were competing for their. That's what he was initially under the impression of. Tell it to go find its wife.
I will do that. I will set Floof free a sensible distance from town.
Good catch, because that 10 was going to maul someone when your spell wore off. So good work.
Yay!
I thought it was something else altogether, so I was like, oh wait, before I go to sleep, what about the bear?
Mm-hmm.
I felt responsible.
All right. So the next day, you awaken, and having asked for directions, you know that the direction you're headed is east along the main road, and at the fork, you're going to turn northwards towards Cair Dineville. Who is going to lead this this day's travel? So last time was Still. So it should be someone else.
Why? Why can't we let him lead?
Because I'm going to make you guys roll on the.
Oh, well, just tell one of us to roll.
Yeah.
I can lead. I mean, I have telepathy back to you guys as well, and I can get even more communication from the from my bird, right? So
That's right. All right, roll me a d8, please.
Dripper?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so you begin your travel. The travel is fairly uneventful. You do see a few other travelers, all sort of in full weather gear. It looks like they're traveling between the various towns. A couple of dog sleds go past you. Looks like you're sort of in the center of life in the 10 towns right now. Okay, so that's what's coming. And I need a minute to prepare the encounter.
We're going to like 6:30 tonight, right? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Just gonna go let the wife know. She wants to know when to make supper. I'll be right back.
Um, did you set a timer for our food? Okay.
I'm ordering pizza because I have so much studying to do tonight. Reward myself.
I'm craving beans and wieners. Hey, I like liver and onions. Beans and wieners. I eat old people food and I love it.
To be fair,
the old
somebody
people
gave
feel
me.
about
She doesn't stick around to find out. They can't keep up. She runs real fast.
My goodness. Really? Let's see what happens. How nasty can these guys possibly be, right?
We do have an alchemy jug now, Ocarist.
An alchemy joke?
Yep.
Jug.
Picked
So
it
we
up at
can
Joseph's.
make beer in our inn.
I will very happily taste test all of it repeatedly.
Quality assurance is a must.
I take my job very seriously.
Well, indeed, if we're going to be innkeeps of notoriety in the world, we must.
Okay. All right. Around midday, you reach the crossroads. It looks like the crossroads head off. Actually, I'll just throw you guys onto that map so you can see where you're going. So you guys are headed this way. The crossroads has a sign for to the south for Goodmead, to the east for East Haven, and to the north for Cair Dineval.
We are headed to Cair Dineval, correct?
Correct. That was your plan.
Hey, and we'd be close to Lac Dinners here.
Once you get to Cair Dineval, yep.
Then we can throw in the gem. Oh, Ocarist. You were sick, so you missed it. When we got the alchemy jug, we were given 3 gems to throw into the 3 waters. Lac Dinners here, Mare Dualden, and then some other lake we'll have to find, and throw the 3 gems in. That was our task that we were given in trade for the alchemy jug.
Do we know what throwing these jewels in the water is going to do?
Nope.
That would have been a really good question to ask at the time.
And it's not just
Sorry.
3 gems. He also wants you to put a 4th gem at a place of magical power.
That's right. But I thought we were gonna do. I thought there was a cairn.
Or the magic place that our zombie friend is from.
That's right.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes. Much better.
Good luck.
Yeah, I would have asked the gem question, but when you guys were playing last Sunday, I was curled up in my bed, stoned out of my tree, cuddling a cat. So
It was a painful day. I was not. Last weekend was a bad weekend.
yeah,
Yep.
I dislocated my
Yeah, it wasn't
sternum.
doing super awesome.
Wow.
It was fun.
It looks like it would have been just a delight.
Okay. So as you guys continue traveling, it's fairly uneventful. The road is the equivalent of a gravel country road. Um, there have obviously been blizzards through here, so there's constant drifts in places, but it looks like some effort is being made to keep the roads open. As you are approaching the end of your day's travel, I will ask you guys kindly to pull yourselves out onto this map. Probably on the western edge.
Dave the Owl with the OP vision.
Yep. So you have an idea of what's coming. They don't really. As you're walking along this trail, Dripper advises you guys, the trail is sort of here. Dripper advises you guys that something is coming. Give me a initiative roll, and I will let you know what you're dealing with. Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Okay. Tia, Dripper has pointed ahead and said there's something coming. What would you like to do? Ahead is to the east.
I'll move up a ways, see what I can see. I think at the moment I will just hold an attack if something comes near me.
So if something gets next to you, okay. Peels.
Well. Yeah, I'm gonna take a cruise up here and see what my eyes see me doing. But there's, and I will hold. Not hold my breath. I will hold a mind sliver.
Okay. Ocarist.
I'm going to be holding some vicious mockery.
Okay. Are you moving up at all?
A little bit, yeah. I'm gonna sneak up behind a tree.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Trish wants to ask me something. Cool. Okay, that was Okrist's turn.
Sorry about that, guys.
Dripper.
It's all
Oh,
good.
Dripper. You see, well, no, you don't. Is your vision in your owl or not?
Well, since I can communicate with my owl, I assume that the owl will, you know,
Right.
give me a
So
scouting report or something. So can I
the
send
owl gives you a scouting report of 2 humanoids. Um, they are headed in your direction. They're basically naked, and each of them is holding a uh, a flay that is pulsing with a cold light, and they're stumbling like they're half dead through the ice towards you guys.
Okay,
And so, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do a double movement to. It's either here or here. I'll just take the one back, and I'm gonna bring my
Okay.
owl with me.
Beautiful.
Are there actually trees on this map, or or is this just an open plain?
Treat them as rocks.
Okay, I communicate back
Rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks.
to the others to let them know what is coming. So I have a question. I can use my movement, then my action to get somewhere. Can I then use
Yep.
my cunning action to hide?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
That's how rogues work.
I'm gonna try and hide in this tree kind of thing.
Okay, roll me a stealth.
It's a rock.
Right, it's a rock that you're hiding behind, but yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, me with my double proficiency in stealth, my expertise in stealth, right there. It's a good roll.
Double proficiency?
Expertise. Sorry.
Your button's broken. You don't have expertise clicked off.
Uh,
It should be an 11.
Let me see. Oh no, it should be 8.
Yep.
Okay, so
Which is just barely enough to hide from these guys.
how do I?
You're gonna have to go on your character sheet and go to the other thing, and then in the middle there'll be an option to click expertise for the skill.
Yep, got it. Got it. Done.
Beautiful.
I better look for my other one too, eh?
Yep. Syl, your turn. Practicing your jumping, you land, your feet sort of sink into the snow a little bit.
I look at Trish and I
It's
just
not
shake
double,
my head.
it's your yeah. I was wrong about the double. It's your score, which is still 5 friggin' squares, which is ridiculous. Okay. Are you doing anything else? You moved? Okay. That was a double move, right? Okay. Mhm. Okay. All right. Howling like crazy people, the 2 mostly naked guys, you can see portions of their flesh are turning black from frostbite. They don't seem to notice, and uh, they rush at you howling. Ah! But
Reavers.
getting to you is their movement and their action. Tia still is surrounded. What would
I
you like
can't
to do?
see that far.
Well, Syl did say, "Hey, I see something."
That's as far as I can go. I can't get advantage on that. Come attack.
Nice, and that's not a 1.
Again, I don't know why I'm on advantage. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'd be taking the first roll anyway.
All right.
All right, you slash and punch this creature. It barely moves as you hit it. This creature is its flesh is almost frozen, which is almost acting like armor. You're not doing as much damage as you would expect to do to a naked dude. Heals.
Okay, before my turn,
you
do
were
I get
holding
to do my
something.
hold? Yeah, I was holding a
Yes, please.
brain tingle.
Yep. So roll me a brain tingle.
I would have better line of sight on this one. Not, I would know this one's here, but probably not see it as well.
Yeah.
So just on
So
the north one.
the north one makes more sense. Intelligence save. They're at -1. Yep. Does not take damage from your mind sliver, and now it is your turn.
A 20 on a
Sorry.
-1.
I'm rolling really well. I almost killed people yesterday because I was rolling so good. Another mind sliver?
No, no, no. Sorry, that was not meant. I was actually aiming for my sacred flame.
Fails the sacred flame. Takes 2 points of damage as a small butterfly lands on it, explodes into radiant fire. All right. Oakrist.
That one's getting mocked.
The bottom one. Okay. Wisdom. Straight. Fails. First attack has disadvantage, and it takes 3 points of damage. What do you say?
Oh, you don't look that scary. We're gonna wait for your brothers to show up and actually be terrifying.
All right. Dripper, you are successfully hidden from these guys. What are you doing?
I'm going to move to there, and as I'm running, I draw my bow and stop at 30 feet exactly, and
Yep.
shoot at the
Beautiful.
closest one.
Roll me some damage.
I get advantage with that
Or-
as well, right?
Yeah, because you're hidden. Beautiful. 20 points of damage.
Suck it, Trebek.
Trebek looks like he felt that one.
Oh, actually, no, that's
Um,
appropriate now. I forgot he died. My bad. Sorry. That was a little.
is Trebek dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Alex died ages ago. Very, very
What?
sad.
But yeah, I hadn't realized. Okay, I think we have to be done. I have to go cry. No. All right, are you doing anything else on your turn there, Dripper?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, Syl. Are you casting a spell? Yeah, and he'll have disadvantage on his next attack. Both of them are wounded. This guy more so. Okay. That'll hit. Anything else? You smash him with your hammer in the face. He sort of takes a step back and steps back forward angrily. Okay. All right, this guy's going to step over here and he's going to attack. His first attack will just be straight because he would have advantage otherwise. So, attack with a 5. First attack will hit, and he no longer has. Clicking on the wrong things. No longer has disadvantage. Next 2 attacks will have advantage. Ooh, a crit. All right, so 1 hit, 1 crit. The third one missed. D plus 3. So the first hit deals 10 points of damage. This is a flay, so it's bludgeoning damage. The second hit deals another 15 points of damage. And then, yep. And this other guy is going to make an attack on you with advantage. First one misses. Second one misses. Wow, you tanked that really effectively. Third one misses. You're still up. I didn't think that would happen. Tia, your turn. Way to go, Syl.
It's looking
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to come over here. I know that it's not going to do much, but I'm going to... You know what?
Mhm.
I'm going to use a key point to pull up my...
Raw.
And then I'm just going to... I can still punch with as a bonus action, even though I didn't... No, I can't, can I? That's it. That's my turn.
No,
No, because I used
you
my
can attack
action
with
to...
your glaive, though.
Oh, it is. Okay. Sorry, that's the wrong button. Still.
Okay, roll the right one, please. All right, you slash for 11 points of damage.
Thank you.
That was Tia's. Heals, your turn.
Seeing Syl in the shape that he is in, she is in. You get
Yes, I'm not the only one. 9 health back. Nice. That's a bonus action for you.
Yep, that is. I am going to, on this one, whack the smack out of its brain. No, no, no. You didn't say the magic word.
Eldritch Blast. Nice. That's the north one, right?
North one.
Beautiful. What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
Just a little tiny
Boo!
thing. No.
And then it's a beam of energy that flies from you doing what color? It will be at later levels. Right now it's just 1.
Yeah.
Once she hits
And
5, it's 2 bolts.
green. Like deep
Green.
forest green.
So you waggle your finger and then point it, and this beam of deep green energy flies towards the creature, dealing damage. And it is now Ocarist's
It
turn.
does curly cues along the way. It kind of dances really prettily.
Are you thinking Dragon Ball Z with Piccolo's move where it does the...
I don't
No.
watch Dragon Ball Z. I've never seen it.
Missing out. There's curlicues.
Yes, but I did get to save Syl from being reaved to death.
That's true. Your light crossbow shot misses just barely. The creature sort of ducks out of the way. Mark off. Yeah. Mark off a bolt, and I think is that it for you?
I'm going to inspire Silisly.
Silisly, you are inspired. Dripper.
Okay, what condition is that north one in?
He's looking pretty beat up. He was already looking really nasty, like obvious frostbite causing parts of his skin to sort of crack and bleed. But he looks like you guys have piled a lot of hurt on him.
Okay. I'm going to move to here using my cunning action to avoid the attack of opportunity
Okay.
from the berserker, and I'm gonna, as I run by, I stab this guy in the back.
Okay. With advantage.
Always with advantage.
If you can swing it.
Booming blade. I don't see him moving, but I'm gonna do a booming blade as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Can't hurt. 15 points of damage, and if he moves, he takes a d8.
If he moves, he takes 0 damage. I don't know why that doesn't work. That is weird.
Well, because it's d8 minus, you have it set for strength. So
Oh.
it should be set for no, it's just a straight d8.
What the hell?
Now you have int. I'll let you
There
figure
we
that
go. There we go.
Yay.
If he moves, he takes 8 points of damage.
Good. Syl, your turn. This guy is much more obviously wounded than this guy. Sounds good. You spin your hammer up. Bang! Where did the radiant damage come from? All right. You put 14 points of damage into this guy. The radiant energy pulses off of the end of your mace, or your warhammer. Correct. Unless she's a different kind of bard than she is.
I like her just as she is.
Yeah. Sounds good. And it is now the berserker's turns. The guy to the north is going to make some attacks against you with advantage. 1 miss, 2 miss. What is happening? Yeah. Everyone in the party turns and looks at you and goes, "There's centipedes." All right, 3 more attacks from the guy to the south. You'll make 1 attack on you that's going to hit. I'm going to resolve these attacks as they go. 11 points of damage. Second attack hits. 10 points of damage. Syl is down on the ground. And then the Shardland Berserker is going to turn and attack recklessly against Dripper. So anyone who attacks him has advantage right now. And Dripper, you're going to take.
He's at disadvantage.
He's at disadvantage? Oh, so it should have just been a straight attack, which means the attack missed. I keep forgetting about your cloak. All right, so he swings at you recklessly, but your cloak confuses him and he catches the end of it, does not hit you. Thank you. Tia, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna hit with my glaive,
Beautiful.
and since my arms are out, I am going to flurry of blows.
Okay. Your first hit kills the. Your first punch kills the guy.
Oh, okay.
So you could step forward. Your second one's going to miss anyhow, though.
Okay.
You can stand over top of his body and keep advantage.
Hmm. I'll even move him over one.
Oh,
Is that what you want to do?
sure. Then I didn't roll advantage on any of those because he was down, but I can take advantage for the last one.
Yeah. Roll me another d20 for that last one.
There you go.
Beautiful. Second punch, you slash and then punch the one guy, and he sort of falls over and breathes his last, lying on the ground. And then you run forward, and as you're running forward, your arm.
I don't even have to get this close. I can punch from here. If you want to move Sil back.
Okay.
I forgot about that because I got the 10 reach.
I don't think you'd have you wouldn't have flanking from there.
I don't?
No,
Oh, okay.
to this ranged attack. So
No, but it's, well,
yeah.
all right. Yep.
Okay. That's Tia's turn. Heals.
Seeing poor Sil go down again, I send hearts and again 2 more d6 healing light.
So when you cast when you do your healing light, it's these little hearts that float and
Yeah.
land on people.
Yes. Some are blue green, some are like lavender purple, and some are like
Just sort of random.
yeah, purple, green, and white are the 3 colors. They're just a random mix.
All right. So you come to consciousness lying on the ground. We have 9 health. Those guys were not kind to you.
I'm gonna take a step
Heals, you still have
forward,
an action.
and I see this guy, and I'm gonna Eldritch him again.
Mm-mm. That'll hit. And large green beam smashes into the creature, dealing 6 points of damage. Elchrist.
I'm gonna stab him.
With advantage.
Nope. She's not flanking with anyone right now.
I thought he was doing it berserking or whatever.
Oh, yeah, with advantage. Speaking of which, Heals, give me
Reckless.
another d20 roll.
Okay.
Mist Fang hits just barely. He takes 4 points of damage. Good. I just wanted to see if you crit. Elchrist, you stabbed. You still have a bonus action if you'd like.
Nope.
Dripper. Hey, Steve.
Yep, sorry.
No worries.
I get advantage anyways. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna stab this last guy. Oh, I was gonna tell him a joke.
You could do that too.
No. I'll just I don't want to waste the spell slot just in case.
Right. Write it down so you can use it next session.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I got a whole bunch of them now.
Yeah, that works. 12 points of damage. Friggin' rogues, man.
He hasn't
All right.
moved yet. He's not even getting my booming blade,
Nope.
which dissipated.
Yeah. All right, Syl, your turn. Half your movement to stand up. Correct. With paladins, you can declare your smite after you roll to hit. It is. All right. All right, which is nice because you do 12 points of damage where you would have missed previously. Anything else? It's still standing. Yep. These things are tough, man. They're a sneak peek of what's to come. Okay.
We're past killing
Uh,
pigs and scorpions, guys.
Yep. All right, it's going to attack recklessly and try to put Syl back on the ground. First attack misses. Second attack is a crit. Syl, you suffer 16 points of damage. And then it's going to turn on. This guy is stupid. He's going to turn on Dripper. Attacking recklessly mean he advantage and disadvantage cancel out. So it's just a straight attack, which hits. Dripper, you take 8 points of damage, and your cloak stops functioning for a round, right?
That's correct.
Okay. As he's sort of screaming in agony, slamming out with his flay. Flay, right? Yeah. Ermentia, your turn.
All right.
Oops. These guys were slightly tougher than they're supposed to be because I forgot a mechanic. So next time you run into them, there'll be more, but I'll remember that mechanic.
It's all good. They're quite tough.
I gonna keep wailing on this guy.
All right. Bring it. With advantage, please. Okay, first hits for 13.
And I'll use my last key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay, boom, boom, with your dragon fists. Oh, nice. Oh,
Well done,
That's
you.
good. Yeah.
another 17 points of damage. Looks like this guy's on his last legs. Heals.
Well, seeing that Syl's down again, I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna touch my Pearl of Power that I got from Nave, and I will cast Cure Wounds, but it's at level 2.
Technically, the Pearl of Power, activating it takes an action.
Oh, okay. Then
So
I'll
if you
just
have
cast it as a regular spell.
boom, 7 hit points. You come back to consciousness, Syl.
Again.
Oh, 14. Sorry.
Having a rough
You
fight
passed
there,
me.
Spencer.
He's the tank. That's what happens.
That's why I heal you.
Oakrist, your turn. If you attack with advantage, please. Catherine.
Oh, sorry, I've got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Mice down again?
Stabbity stab.
Ah, gotcha. All right. With exactly enough damage to kill this guy, describe how you kill the shambling, frozen, crazy man.
With a very traditional pulling of my blade up high and going avast, and then kind of half tripping, but landing a lucky.
Gives it
Lucky.
more power than you were expecting. Goes in through one of his eyes, comes out the back of his head. He collapses dead on the ground. That was 440 experience. And you see that these guys have a flay and 2 javelins, and they're made out of this strange crystalline substance that has this sort of glow that is pulsing in and out.
That was 400 XP. Sorry.
440.
I have an XP total of 2485.
So I take a closer look at the items, at the javelins.
Okay,
And
roll me an Arcana check, please.
I would also like to be looking, holding a javelin going, hey, what is this? Because it reminds me of the pulsing of something else.
Okay, so you hold it up. You're just looking at it, or are you using any magic?
I'm trying to get a sense of the source of it, like what type of magic it is,
Sure, roll Arcana.
and not very
Dripper,
well.
these javelins give you a really bad feeling. Heels, holding this javelin, comforting somehow. Feels like home.
Huh, these are really nice.
There is a flail. Yep, a flail. It is serviceable, but it's made out of this strange sort of cross between ice and metal that pulses with this energy. And actually, are you paying attention to it? Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Are they flails or flays?
Yes.
I'm not the only one rolling ones today.
Technically, this is a frosted flay. It's great.
Hey, I've rolled ones today. It hasn't just been
Still,
you.
you're in the market for a flay. This looks good.
All
Yep.
right.
So when you pick it up on your sheet, please put Chardalyn Flay. Chardalyn is spelled CH. Yeah, Chardalyn. It's a D8 weapon.
is it an item in the module? We might have it in.
Check. Yeah, it could be, and we have the module, so you should be able to pull it.
So Sail took the flail and Heels took the.
Well, there's 2 flays and
Oh, I thought there were 2 spears. Or
4
4
javelins.
javelin, 2 flays.
I kind of let anybody who wants take those javelins. Like I want nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
No,
I'll take all 4.
I feel the
And are you putting them in the bag or are you carrying them to use?
Carrying to use.
Okay. And the other flay?
I'll take that too because that's pretty cool. They
Okay.
feel like home and they're comforting. Oh yeah.
CH. The Chardalyn or flay? Flail. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's why I was asked. I was very confused myself.
It's the problem is it's a weapon that was used by both the English and the French, so it has multiple pronunciations. Yeah, no worries. And that's why when you guys asked earlier, is it flail or flay? The answer to that question is yes. I think the slightly more correct answer is flay. I don't know. We have a linguist in our midst. Am I right?
What's the
Flay
spelling?
or flail? Flail. But it's
No, it's
the
flail. The weapon is a flail.
flail.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a flail and it flays.
Yes. The action is
Okay,
flaying, but the weapon is a flail.
there you go. That's where I got confused. Hooray for linguistics!
Is it any? I can't get the actual Chardolin up. I can't find it in roll 20. Is it a
Oh,
+1 to anything?
no.
Okay.
It's just made out of weird ice metal. Um, possibly. Okay. Um, all right. That was that fight, and we're rolling up on 6 o'clock. So I think we'll roll into the next town next time. Um, I guess the last question is, Dripper, are you telling anybody that you have a bad feeling about these weapons?
Oh yes, for sure, for sure. When I threw them down, and I was just like, I want nothing to do with them. Those things are evil. They're evil.
Okay.
I'm like, I beg your pardon. I take exception to that. These are comforting. They're lovely. I'd like more of them.
And in these things are evil. They're evil is delivered in your head by a magnificent golden bird god man who says to you, "These are bad. Thou shalt leave them alone."
These are good and they're comforting, like home.
And I'm very badly humming Enfys's song about the nicest man in hell.
Should you maybe detect good and evil on it if you can?
Sorry, I was messaging my brother. What was that? Probably not poisonous because they were like what? They were like shards of like crystalline rock or ice or something like that. Uh,
Yeah.
but just they were radiating evil, or I felt like it. You're a paladin, don't you have like detect good and evil? Like flip the aura switch on or something.
He just called you out. He was like, "Hey, dude, these are evil. Don't you have a way to find out?" Oh, it might be. What's your primal sense? And that's just an at will paladin thing, right? I think. Yeah. These things give off an incredibly strong demonic aura. They're evil. Like on the ground.
I walk
But
over
they
and I pick it up.
Yeah. Now she is carrying the other flay and 4 javelins. And As you look at her, you can see the evil now that you have your detect good and evil up. You can see the evil coming off of them in waves.
No,
It's
I'm like, no. This is like home. This is comforting
Which
for me.
with a quick intelligence check, well, you probably already know why they feel like home.
Oh, I know why they feel like home. Yeah,
Yep.
I think my dad would find them fun.
You also, with your detect good and evil spell, get the feeling that the longer one spends in contact with them, the more dangerous they are to the wielder.
You know how berserky these guys we just fought were? It might have been because of the contact with them.
Or freaking pectoral muscles.
Okay,
Or any of their dangly bits.
can I put it in the bag of holding?
Absolutely.
Will it infect everything else that is in the bag of holding with its inevitable evil?
Probably
Unlikely.
not, because it's on a different plane. I'll put them all in the bag of holding so I can give them to my dad.
All right.
Oh, he'll have better ones, but he'll find these cute.
Yep.
okay. So
All right.
I gotta go cut veggies for my wife, but I got a few of the jokes that I was gonna do for Tasha's, so
Okay.
I'll let you
Ready.
guys hear them. I'll be. What's the leading cause of dry skin? Towels.
I like it.
10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11 equal the same number. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 11 plus 11 equals 22.
22. Yeah. Lewis will like that joke.
Give a man a fish and he eats for a day. What happens if you teach a man to duck? He avoids walking into a bar. My mom hired a handyman and gave him a list. When she got home, only 1, 3, and 5 were done. It turns out he only does odd jobs. Where was the last one? Oh, yeah, here it is. One day, a cowboy rode into town. He tied up his horse and entered the saloon. When he exited the saloon, he found his horse missing. Cowboy shouted, "I'm going to go inside for another drink, and when I'm done, my horse better be returned. If not, I'll do what I did back in Texas." Cowboy went back inside, got a drink, returned to find his horse. As he saddled up, a man approached him and asked, out of curiosity, "What did you do back in Texas?" Cowboy replied, "I walked home." And the last one's a little bit dirty.
All right.
When it comes to finding incest porn on the internet, I've had a relative success.
Lah.
Anyway,
All right.
anyways, yeah, and then of course the other one, with the
Yeah. Yeah.
joke there. Yeah, I don't have
Keep
to
the tip. Yeah.
keep
Yep.
keep the tip. Yeah. Oh, here's one. Female janitor asked my building if I would chill and smoke some weed with her. I said no, I can't deal with high maintenance women. And my last one that I was going to do was, what does a thesaurus eat for breakfast?
A which Saurus?
A thesaurus eat for breakfast.
Oh, this is going to be like a
Synonym
long
rolls.
list.
Yes, cinnamon rolls.
Synonym rolls. Yeah.
Okay, and my last one,
This is the fifth last joke.
my girlfriend broke up with me the other day for being too un-Canadian.
Mhm.
I saw it coming miles away.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Okay.
love it.
Right? Because
Yep.
I get it
Yeah. Because
metric
it's flat.
because
Yeah.
it's flat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yesterday, my dog ran away, but I can still see it. It'll be gone tomorrow.
No.
Miles as opposed to kilometers.
Miles as opposed to kilometers, right? 'Cause I'm
Oh,
enough. I should have saw it miles away. Get it?
I totally
right.
get it.
Gotcha.
Whoosh.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. I missed one. I have brought shame onto my family.
Okay.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
All
Okay.
right.
Well,
We're
that
gonna
was.
go do some food too. So thanks for playing,
Adios.
guys.
Yes, thank you.
See you guys next weekend.
Thanks. Bye.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
Catherine, I messaged you.
Okay. What?